Hello, my name is Colby Hillman, and today I'd like to talk to you about an epidemic that is spreading across the United States very, very quickly. Chances are you are affected by this epidemic whether you know it or not. Texting decreases the social interaction between teens almost exponentially. Instead of having face-to-face conversations with their friends, teenagers spend their time texting. At first glance, this doesn't seem all bad. They get to stay in contact with their friends and family, right? All good. But sadly, that is not the case. Now think, when was the last time you walked into a room full of kids and saw this? Now if you're anything like many Americans, I'm sure you've seen the same thing very recently. Texting has quickly spread across the United States as one of the most popular pastimes in the world. The average teenager sends 3,339 texts a day. Now mind you, over 75% of the teenage population has a cell phone. That means over 75% is sending almost 4,000 messages a month. The average text runs about 25 words per minute. Pardon me, 25 words per message. That means that on average, a teenager communicates 83,475 words without even saying them. It doesn't seem like a terrible thing, right? It's just words. But many scientific studies have shown that communicating with an individual on a personal, physical level, communicating by word of mouth, boosts the emotional bond between those two people and boosts the serotonin levels to the brain. Serotonin is the chemical that makes your brain think everything's alright. I want to switch gears here just a little bit. Texting may seem like a harmless pastime, and although it does decrease from social interaction, it has many worse consequences as well. It can be deadly. More than 3,000 teens die each year from texting and driving. And over 50% of teenagers admit that they text and drive on a regular basis. It's a common reality that texting while driving can and will kill you. There's been a shocking increase in the amount of deaths and accidents caused by texting and driving. You would think that over time, this number would fall, as teenagers realize, oh wow, this can hurt me. But it isn't. It is rising. Teens don't realize the danger that they are putting themselves in. They don't seem to think it's a big deal, but let me assure you, please, that it is a very, very big deal when a life is lost and that loss could have been prevented. Please, if you are one of the teenagers who texts and drives, please, I beg you, stop. It's not worth it. If you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe a real-world story. A family friend of ours was driving her 3 children into town. Everything was going fine. She was driving past a car dealership in the rain when she received a text. Now, I've never found out what the text said, why she thought it was important. But she picked up her phone and replied. While she was typing out that little message, possibly it was only a one-word message. Shouldn't have been a problem, right? A pickup hit her head on. While she was distracted, she had drifted into the opposite lane, and there was nothing anyone could do. She was thrown from the vehicle made it about halfway out of the windshield and was hung there. Her children all survived, and so did she. But she never recovered. She's now in a vegetative state, unable to move, speak, or hug her little children. Her mind is still there. She knows when her children come into the room. But she can't do anything about it. She made that decision to text and drive. And she's dealing with consequences that are far worse than anyone could have imagined. This is the reality. This is what people mean when they ask you to stop texting and driving. They don't mean hold your conversation for an hour. They don't mean don't talk to your friend until we get home. They mean protect yourself. They mean we love you. Don't end up like the millions of teenagers who have died. Stay safe. Stay off your phone when we're on the road. And please, please, love yourself and your passengers enough to put the phone away. Thank you very much.